liberty, and justice for all.
Okay. And thank you. And Madam Clerk, will you begin the agenda, please?
Sure. Before we start, I'd like to announce that a copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk's staff. These materials can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. First item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, November 24th, 2015.
I move approval.
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of last week's Board of Commissioners meeting. Any corrections? Please call the roll.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. We also have approval of the minutes of the joint meeting with the Lancaster County Agricultural Society on Thursday, November 19th, 2015.
Move approval.
And I would move approval with the addition of a letter from Malcolm Public Schools in the city of Malcolm that didn't get here, but Pam Dingman said she would accept those letters. So it would be the same request that they had the year before
With
on the 1 and 6.
Oh, this
No,
is
this is with the
ag.
Lancaster County Agriculture.
Excuse me, I'm on the wrong place. You bet.
Yeah, okay.
Then I would second that motion as
Okay.
made.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of the joint meeting with the Lancaster County Agricultural Society. Any corrections? Please call the roll.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 3-0. Item 2 is approval of all claims processed through December 1st, 2015.
Move approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the claims processed through December 1st, 2015. Please call the roll. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Next, under new business, is a resolution in the matter of comprehensive plan conformance number 15030, adopting the 1 and 6 year road and bridge construction program for Lancaster County fiscal years 2016 and 2017 to 2021.
I would move approval of comprehensive plan conformance number 15030 with the addition of a letter from the Village of Malcolm and the Malcolm School District.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
It's moved and seconded that we approve this resolution for the 1 and 6 program with the addition of the Malcolm letters.
Madam Chair, I have a question. I was not familiar with those additions. Are those something that came up in?
I asked, you weren't here just a minute ago, I got ahead of myself a little bit. They didn't get here for that night. They're the same letter that has been received in the past, and Pam Dingman, the county engineer, said that she would accept them. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, any discussion? Please call the roll.
Wilchin?
Yes.
Avery?
Yes.
Hudkins?
Yes.
Amundson?
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 3B is a resolution in the matter of declaring projects under Nebraska Revised Statute 23-120 as amended and imposing levy for the costs and indebtedness of such projects.
All right, good morning. Dennis Meyer, County Budget and Fiscal Officer. This resolution here today is just kind of the annual resolution we do each year to say how much of the allowable 5.2 cents that the county can use for construction and improvement of buildings, how much of that 5.2 are we actually using? So, we've already went through the budget process and all this. So this is just kind of wrapping up how much of the 5.2 cents we're using. So this year, we did not levy for any debt service fund. We're down to about one payment left, and we've got enough sitting in the fund to pay that payment, so then we're done. So the only thing that will be in this resolution is the amount that we're actually levying for our building fund, and we levy $204,000, which comes out to be 0.0897 cents. So of the 5.2 cents, this resolution will say that we are using 0.0897. So that's what the resolution's doing today.
Okay.
I would move approval of the resolution.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve this resolution. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0. Item 3C is a resolution amending the limited English proficiency plan for Lancaster County. The amended plan, Exhibit A, updates the U.S. Census data, provides for private interpreter services through Lancaster County contracts, and updates the list of documents and information available by county agency.
Gwen Thorpe, Deputy Chief Administrative Officer and your Limited English Proficiency Coordinator. This is updating the plan with updated Census Bureau information regarding the languages that are spoken in our community. We also now have we have 2 and hoping for more contracts with interpreters that'll be available on Purchasing's website. And we also updated the list of documents that our departments have available for people to come in speaking different languages. Also, every web page on the county's website has a translate button. So hopefully we can cover the needs that we have in the community.
Yes. Larry?
I know it's hard to get an exact count, but roughly how many languages do we deal with continually on the basis in Lancaster County? I know the school district is
They have a lot.
a lot of them, and I suppose we're probably equally as many.
Well, I expect we are. Our departments need to keep track on an annual basis of kind of the numbers of types of language, the numbers of languages that they encounter and that they need help with. So I can't answer that. There are quite a few, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, excuse me, yeah. And for anyone who is watching, this is kind of an important thing I was just going to mention, the language assistance measures. We do say here that the use of informal interpreters, such as family or friends of the person seeking service, is discouraged. And would you just like to explain why, please?
If that's the only opportunity for interpretation, then that will be used. But particularly in instances where there's legal information or medical information or anything that's pretty sensitive, it's best to have somebody, not a family member.
Right, exactly, because of the liability purposes and things like this. And and perhaps what we could do too is, if an individual comes here to the building, in what way can they let people know that they need to have an interpreter?
We have iSpeak, they call them cards, they're actually 3 sheets of paper that if somebody has a difficult time understanding you and vice versa, you can show them that they can point to the language that they need. We will have one interpreter contract that's available by video or phone 24/7, in addition to some local interpreters. So they try to make it work that way, and hopefully we are meeting the needs.
Okay, and the other thing that I would really like to point out too, it's important that that viewers do understand this too. We say here that no staff may suggest or require that an LEP person provide an interpreter in order to receive services. So what is the legal ramification for the county?
Well, it's our responsibility to provide for them. So we can't condition services upon the person coming in bringing their own interpreter. Often they do for marriage licenses. There are several that come in as a regular, with regular clients, I think, but. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and we do have signs posted, right? That languages assistance is available in public areas.
I hope we do.
Okay, we need to check on that, okay? All right, any other questions? Okay, thank you. I think we need an approval or motion.
I'd move approval.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the resolution amending the limited English proficiency plan. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Abstain.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 4-0 with 1 abstention. Item 3D is a grant contract with the Mediation Center, Inc., in the amount of $40,000 for their Restorative Justice Practices Program. Term of the contract is July 1st, 2015 to June 30th, 2016.
Good morning, Sarah Hoyle, Lincoln Lancaster Human Services Director. And this is an exciting contract. This is a contract that allows the Mediation Center to provide restorative justice programming for our early diversion program. They have mediators on call that will respond within 2 days to assist students with a mediation or a circle in school. So for example, if there's a minor assault, minor fight that happens between two students, maybe a mutual fight or disturbance in the school, vandalism, they are on call and able to go in and facilitate that mediation between those parties, between the kids. And that we've worked a lot with the schools too to help so that if they do participate in this mediation program, that the school will work with us so that the kids can get back into school quicker if they're expelled or suspended as a result of the incident. So we're really excited with this partnership. Also, through this contract, the Mediation Center will provide training to our detention center staff who are interested in doing mediations within the detention facility. And then also, there's a restorative justice component within Lincoln Public Schools. We're trying to build restorative justice principles in partnership with the schools so that maybe if there's bullying or something that's happening within the classroom, there can be a sentencing circle at the beginning or just moving back towards those restorative justice principles. So we're
That is
excited with this
exciting.
new initiative.
That
Yeah.
is an exciting program.
Based on that explanation, I would move approval.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve this grant contract with the Mediation Center. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Item 3E is a contract with Great Plains Appraisal, Inc. in the amount of $1,750 for appraisal services for project number C55-G-407-2 at North 27th Street and Arbor Road.
Move approval.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve this contract with the Great Plains Appraisal. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3F is an amendment to county contract number C-13-597 with Ott Oil and Propane for the annual supply of propane. The amendment renews the agreement for an additional 1-year term from January 1st, 2016 to December 31st, 2016. The cost to the county is not to exceed $6,080.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve this amendment to county contract with Ott Oil and Propane. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3G is amendment to county contract number C-09-515 with Mike's Towing for towing and storage of towed vehicles for the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office. The amendment extends the contract beginning on December 1st, 2015 to January 31st, 2016.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve this amendment to the county contract with Mike's Towing. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3H is an amendment to county contract number C-14-606, an interlocal agreement with Sarpy County to provide microfilming and scanning services. The amendment extends the term of the agreement from February 1st, 2016 to January 31st, 2017.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve this amendment to the county contract, which is an interlocal agreement with Sarpy County. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 3I is an amendment to county contract number C-13-273 with Lawmans and Shooters Supply, Inc. for corrections uniform accessories. The amendment provides for price increases per attachment A of approximately $457 for the remainder of the contract term.
Move approval.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve this amendment to county contract with Lawmans and Shooters Supply, Inc. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next are consent items. We have a right-of-way contract between Lancaster County and Roland L. Meyer at South 176th Street and Roker Road in the amount of $799.
Move approval of consent item.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the consent item. Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Hudkins,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Could I just apologize for my tardiness? I was representing the board at a Prosper Lincoln meeting, and it ran a little long, and my apologies to
You're
you and to the
excused.
public.
Either the nameplates are off or the people behind them one place.
Oh, yes, we are.
Gary Aldridge,
We're all
Lincoln,
to the
Nebraska.
left today.
Gary Aldridge, Lincoln, Nebraska. Quote, "She'll buzz through you like a ballistic prune." See William Least Heat Moon. That is perhaps more humorous in context than not. A contract, like a fact, is a stubborn thing. Quote, "Extra cost at old jail building okayed." Journal Star, 12 November 2015. The Public Building Commission, PBC, perhaps wishing to be all things to new generation construction, NGC, a Lincoln business, takes action to reopen and/or renegotiate a contract. A contract for services provided by NGC. PBC is a Frankenstein or hybrid political subdivision made of here and there parts, some of you and some of the City Council. On the jail contract, NGC, short $70K, stares at poverty, so they say. PBC said, you gotta be satisfied with $60K. Because of a failure to perform by PBC, question mark, well, actually, no. Like some piece of faulty plumbing, it seems things backed up. Your fault, my fault, no one's fault, everyone's fault. That perhaps is why God created Charles Kingsfield, so Kingsfield could teach contract law. Contract, quote, to draw together, make a bargain. For all of us, our lives are piled deep and littered with contracts. Use a credit debit card, conditions. Open a bank account, conditions. Practice law, provide a funeral service, get a passport, sell cars, sell insurance. Rules, regulations, laws, conditions. Contracts all. I possess only a non-legal understanding of contracts, that is to say, imperfect. And, truth be told, I suspect some lawyers possess an imperfect understanding of contracts. If pressed, I would describe a contract as quid pro quo, this for that. Action, conduct, and or behavior of parties is controlled by a document. Each party gives with an expectation of getting. One side tries to maximize reward, one side tries to minimize cost. If I promise to perform and do not, if you promise to perform and do not, breach of contract. Quo damages quid. The law allows penalties. A non-concurrent breach allows, as appropriate, liquidated damages. On 12 November, I talked by telephone with PBC personnel. I was told by PBC personnel liquidated damages generally are difficult to prove and or collect. What part of liquidated damages do law schools misunderstand? But back to, quote, extra cost okayed. NGC came to PBC with a sad story and an empty cup. NGC to PBC, $70K would be just okay. PBC to NGC, hold on there, Nellie. Quote, the county negotiated new generation's request down to $60K. Well, that won't move the needle much. Ain't democracy beautiful? The average Social Security annuity is $1,341 per month, $16K per annum. $60K consumes the entire Social Security annuity of 4 retired. Or look at it this way. The owner of average value residential property in Lancaster County pays $28 to PBC for operations. This $60K, what to call it, bonus, will consume every tax dollar paid to PBC on average value residential
1 minute.
property in Lancaster County, thank you, county by 2,143 citizens. 2,143 citizens, taxpayers, owners, because of an oops. If Donald is not elected, perhaps he will negotiate contracts for Lancaster County. Just a thought. Do I have time left?
30 seconds.
A comment to County Engineer Pam Dingman, who perhaps is not here. Today's Journal-Star, 1 December, said that the first measured precipitation or snow in Lincoln, Lancaster County occurred yesterday, 30 November, 30.
Point well taken. Mhm. I had the same thought. Okay.
Moving on to announcements. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, December 3rd, 2015 at 8:30 a.m. in the Bill Luxford Studio of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold their next regular meeting on Tuesday, December 8th, 2015 at 9 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building with the Board of Equalization immediately following. The County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live. It is rebroadcast on Tuesday and Saturday on 5 City TV, Cable Channel 5. In addition, the meeting may be viewed on the internet at lancaster.ne.gov under 5 City TV Video on Demand or 5 City TV on YouTube.
Move approval.
I move we adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
Do we have a second?
That works.
Thanks for approving the announcements.
The sure one
Okay,
knows.
it's been
I-
moved and
the
seconded
sure
that
one
we
knows I have an
adjourn. Please
ear-
call
I
the
have
roll.
an ear infection,
Oh,
so
okay, okay.
that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it.
Hudgens,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is adjourned. Let's move on now to the Board of Equalization.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk's staff. These materials can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. First item on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, the 24th of 2015.
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of last week's Board of Equalization meeting. Any corrections? Please call the roll.
Avery,
Yes.
Hudgens,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Item 2 is a public hearing on motor vehicle tax exemption applications for Capital City Christian Church, Lincoln Cats Youth Group, Middle Cross Church, and Pius X High School.
Okay, I will now open this public hearing for the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Is it necessary for us to have the county assessor here?
Not for this portion.
Not for this portion.
Actually, since there's no adds and deducts, they don't need to be here, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and so is there anyone here to speak in support of these tax exemption applications? Anyone in opposition to them, and in a neutral position? And seeing none, let's move forward.
Need a motion?
I'll close the public hearing, I'm sorry.
I will move approval of the tax exemptions.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded that we approve the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Hudgens,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Next is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to County Board of Equalization business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
This time I will move adjournment.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we adjourn. Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Wilchin,
Yes.
Avery,
Yes.
Hudgens,
Yes.
Amundson.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.